as it happens is living news. Sports come alive, so listen and get the facts of life.
It's entertaining,
enlightening,
exciting,
exhilarating. Live with WKBW's Big Beyond Show.
Dick Biondi with you on the Big KB. Going to be with you until midnight over 17 states in the Eastern Seaboard and everybody up there in Canada. Good to have you aboard. You'll never believe what happened to me this morning. My boss got on me again, called me in, and he said, Dick,
you talk too much, you worry me to death. You talk too much, you even worry my pet. You just talk too much. You talk about people that you don't know. You talk about people wherever you go. You just talk too much. You talk about people that you never seen. You talk about people you can make me scream. You just talk too much. You talk too much, you even worry my pet. You just talk too much. You talk about people that you don't know. You talk about people wherever you go. You just talk too much. You talk about people that you never seen. You talk about people you can make me scream. You just talk too much.
Joe Jones and you talk too much. This is the Wild-Eyed Australian Dick Biondi from Big KB. How about that, boss of mine? It bugs me, man. First thing I get here, you talk too much. Does anybody on Main Street, that ding-dong just left here and he's going to see a movie at the Shea Buffalo. He's driving a great Impala, and it's a convertible. And if you see it, throw rocks at him. It'll serve him right.
The lark, this is the year of the lark. The beautiful 1960 Lark is the car of the year today. The 6 new bright and colorful styles will steal your heart away. You'll love the new convertible Lark, the only one of its kind. The 4-door wagon for work and play leaves all of the wagons behind. Look at the Lark, to travel in style. Yours for a song, and that's per mile. Look at the beautiful, practical, lovable, drivable, turnable, parkable Lark. The 1960 Studebaker Lark.
I went on a Lark once. Boy, she never let me forget it either. Hello there. Hey, we're going to be here till midnight. Don't forget, Jack Kelly will be here at midnight on the Big KB. Future Sonic Radio. Hey, I want to take a moment real quick here to remind you that coming up on January the 30th, we're going to be down at St. Mary's Hall in Reading, Pennsylvania, and I'm really looking forward to that. Boy, did we have a time the last time we were at St. Mary's. Remember last time we were there? We had Freddie Cannon, we had the Shirelles, we had the Jordan Brothers, also the great Little Anthony and the Imperials. Want to remind you to get your tickets at Shirelli Brothers, 4th and Penn, Zizowitz Music Store at 812 Penn Street, and Ripley Clothes, 709 Penn Street in Reading. I want to thank Ripley's because they gave me a nice red jacket the last time I was down there. Boy, I'm looking forward to it. And speaking of Little Anthony, here's one that was so very, very big for him. From the Big KB, this is Tears on My Pillow.
You don't remember me, but I remember you. 'Twas not so long ago, you broke my heart in two. Tears on my pillow, pain in my heart caused by you. Love is not a gadget, love is not a toy. When you find the one you love, she'll fill your heart with joy. If we could start anew, I wouldn't hesitate. I'd gladly take you back and tempt the hand of fate. Tears on my pillow, pain in my heart caused by you.
Boy, it doesn't seem like that was 2 years ago, does it? Little Anthony and the Imperials and Tears on My Pillow. Dick Biondi from KB, the big one in Buffalo.
The big weather's here! And you'll hear the latest weather bulletins, traffic advisories, and school closing reports first, 24 hours a day. On WKBW.
Okay, here it is, direct from Action Central and the nice cold hands of Rudy Poangeli. The weather for Buffalo and vicinity. Colder with snow flurries or brief snow squalls likely tonight. Low 0 to 5 above, changeable skies, chance of more snow flurries, and cold tomorrow. High 15 to 20. Brrr. Hey, I want to take a moment here, too, on WKBW to thank Russ the Moose Syracuse, who was making fun of me again today. And he's got no room to talk, him and his nippers and all those garbage can covers and everything that he talks about. You can hear Russ every day at 10 o'clock in the morning, and that's where he belongs. And now, number 12 this week in Buffalo, Brooke Benton and Dinah Washington.
Well, now it takes more than a robin to make the weather go, and it takes two lips of fire to melt away the snow.
Well, it takes two hearts of cooking to make a fire grow. And baby, you've got what it takes.
Oh, yeah.
You know it takes a lot of kissing
Tell me about it.
to make a romance sweet. Ooh, it takes a lot of loving to make my life complete.
And it takes a lot, woman, to knock me off my feet. And baby, you've got what it takes.
I said,
You know you've got just what it takes, because it takes more than an effort to stay away from you. It takes more than a lifetime to prove that I'll be true.
but it takes somebody special to make me say I do.
Oh yeah.
And baby, you've got what it takes.
You know you've got just what it takes, because it, yeah, oh yeah.
Go ahead, spot again, honey.
I like your spot.
To stay away from you.
I can't stay away. Come on, let's do it
It
again.
takes more than a lifetime, Daddy,
Yeah.
to prove that I'll be true. Now it's you.
But it takes somebody special
Like me, baby.
to make me say I do.
And baby,
You've got what it takes.
Say it again.
Come on, let's do it one more time, all right?
And baby,
you've got what it takes.
One more time, Brooke.
Boy, I sure like that song. Oh, boy, and it looks like it's going to get even higher. Are you really enjoying the ultimate in sausage products? You are if you're buying Wardinsky's. If you haven't tried Wardinsky's bologna, wieners, liver sausage, Polish sausage, to name a few, make the switch today. The extra special taste appeal of Wardinsky's sausage comes from the finest quality ingredients. More cuts of whole fresh meat and costly imported spices blended with loving care to Wardinsky's time-honored recipes to fine sausage products for wonderful taste appeal, for superb quality. And your family will praise you for it. Wardinsky's fine sausage products, made fresh daily right here in Buffalo, are proudly sold by better food stores and meat markets throughout western New York. Now remember what we always say. Don't give me that baloney. I want Wardinsky's.
Live it up, have a ball with a singing day. Living for all, live it up, come on, get with it. If you drink living, well, live it up, the live on day with WKBW Buffalo. Live it up.
Here's Jack Scott on the Dick Biondi program.
What in the world's come over you? Seems we never get along. Every night I reminisce, dreaming of your tender kisses. What in the world's come over you? Could you ever change your mind? If you do, I'll still be here, dear, waiting, longing for you. All my life I've loved you so, never dreamed I'd miss you so. Now alone in my room each night, my heart it cries, it's just not right. Oh, what in the world's come over you? Could you ever change your mind? If you do, I'll still be here, dear, waiting, longing for you. All my life I've loved you so, never dreamed I'd miss you so. Now alone in my room each night, my heart it cries, it's just not right. Oh, what in the world's come over you? You're still my angel from above. Yes, you'll always be my one and only real love.
What in the world's come over you? Jack Scott from Big KB. Want to say hello to everybody at St. Joseph's and Bennett, everybody over at East, Canisius, and Lafayette. Want to thank you all for listening. Dick Biondi with you till midnight, and I want to remind you about Gene Nelson tomorrow morning and every morning on KB Radio. You'll really have a wonderful time waking up with Gene Nelson, so tomorrow morning listen in and find out what he tells you about having breakfast with the boss. You know he has breakfast with the boss every morning after he gets through. That's how he keeps his job. And now, here we go, the Dick Biondi Pick of the Week. Hank Ballard and the Midnighters and Finger Poppin' Time.
Hey now, hey now, hey now, hey now, it's finger popping time. Finger popping time. I feel so good. Woo! That's a real good sign. Hey now, hey now, hey now, hey now, hey baby, come along with me. Hey, hey, hey baby, come along with me. We're gonna shake it till it breaks. Just wait and see. Hey now, hey now, hey now, hey now, it's finger popping time. Here comes Johnny and Bobby too. His finger pop, popping time. I feel so good, and that's a real good sign. Hey now, hey now, hey now, hey now, hey now, hey now. Here comes Mary, here comes Sue, here comes Johnny and Bobby too. They finger pop, popping time. I feel so good, and that's a real good sign. Hey now, hey now, hey now, hey now, it's finger pop, popping time. Finger popping, popping time. I feel so good, and that's a real good sign.
That's finger popping time, the Nick Biondi pick of the week. And if that one isn't a hit, I'll buy Moose and Gene Nelson and Jack Kelly the best meal the Normandy has to offer every day for a week. Oh, that is great, isn't it? You better believe it. Speaking of something else that is great, listen to this group. They got everything you could want, I think.
We got the chairs and the snacks,
And the glasses in the racks.
got the people and the chips,
And a couple of different dips.
but who's got the bud? Who's got the bud?
Got the grill and the steak.
And the salad to make,
Got salami and pastrami.
and the real swinging swami. But who's got the bud? Who's got the bud?
An invitation from the King of Beers. Live life every golden minute of it. Enjoy Budweiser every golden drop of it.
Where there's life, there's bud. You may have thought of everything,
Life cold golden bud.
And we're sure you did.
but who's got
The Bud.
Who's got the bud? Where there's life, there's bud.
Oh, there's nothing like a cool one, is there? Hey, by the way, I want to take a moment to say thank you to Link Ray, who called us from Washington, D.C. earlier today. We're talking about our wonderful time up at the Trenton Community Gardens in Trenton, Ontario. Remember the last time we were there and all the fun we had? Want to thank everybody up there in Trenton for that great night we had, and thank you, Link. We're looking forward to seeing you again soon. Who knows? Maybe we'll see you in September.
I'll be alone each and every night. While you're away, don't forget to write. See you in September. See you when the summer's through. Here we are, saying goodbye at the station. Summer vacation is taking you away. Have a good time, but remember there is danger in the summer moon above. Will I see you in September, or lose you to a summer love? Counting the days till I'll be with you, counting the hours and the minutes too. Have a good time, but remember there is danger in the summer moon above. Will I see you in September, or lose you
And September, the Tempos from WKBW. I want to say thank you to my dad who is listening in Endicott, New York, who told me the reception is fine. I want to thank him. Every day I get a nice little note or a call from him. Gets up there on Round Top with his radio antenna up and gives a listen. By the way, just a second, before any further, you know, we have had so many nice appearances. First of all, because WKBW reaches out so far, 17 states, all the way down to Florida and all up in Canada. But I do want to say thank you to Norman Bowie up there in Saco, Maine. We were up there, remember, for that wonderful, wonderful time at the Thornton Academy with the dance and everything. And you remember I told you when I got back about that wonderful lobster? I'd never forget that. Right out of the ocean. The first time in my life I've ever had lobster. It was great. And I want to thank everybody who was at the appearance up there at the dance. And I just can't say thank you enough. And we've been asked to go back up again to Thornton Academy in Saco, Maine. And if I keep this job, I guarantee you we'll be back because I want more of that Maine lobster. This is Dick Biondi, and you're listening to the big WKBW in Buffalo, New York.
Are you constantly on the go, trying to improve your status quo? Well, good for you and lots of luck. But you need help when making a buck.
Keep in the know with Living Radio. Keep on the go with Living Radio. On your mark, get set, ready, go with WKBW Buffalo.